but you need to try less being like somebody you're not and start to humble yourself and be somebody that God made you to be. He didn't make a man to be a woman. He made the man to be a man. He didn't make the woman to be a man. He made the woman to be a woman. And this is the truth. What are you going to do? Come attack me now? I should. Hey, man, it's up to you. If you want to pull that on me, well, God bless you. So you just threatened me with a gun. You just pulled a gun on my face. Man, Lord have mercy on you. This means that you don't even know who you are. Nope, I still love you. Even though you pulled a gun on me, I still love you. I still bless you. Harder. But you need to try less being like somebody you're not and start to humble yourself and be somebody that God made you to be. He didn't make a...
Well, hello there, partner. Go on and hang up your hat, grab yourself a whiskey, and pull up in the easy chair. We're coming off the range of 9 to 5s with a whole herd of news stories that we've been steaming over like a cow patty in the Texas heat. As they say, the chickens are finally coming home to roost. And we're here to ruffle some feathers and ensure accountability ain't just a concept, it's reality. It's that time where the day's drama casts its longest shadow. So let's light a candle to the chaos of current events, the whirlwind of politics, and the tangled webs of corruption that we find ourselves entwined by. It's time to ramble our way into the twilight. Welcome to Sunset Rants.
Hello? Oh, there we go. I was like, what is going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. That video is fucking wild. I saw that earlier today. I was like, what the fuck? I hope that that guy gets found with the gun.
Yeah, that's
I think it
wild.
was like I think it was like a pellet gun or something. But just the way he was holding it, it was like like didn't even have the wrist strength to hold it. Rather pathetic.
I have probably seen that in a movie. You hold the gun like makes it look more threatening. Like I'm pop a cap in your ass. You
Friday.
know? But it looks kind of stupid. Yeah.
Training
Yeah.
day. But they're like, I was like, So, welcome to our Thursday edition of Sunset Rants, everybody. Our team, great to have you here. Much love, appreciate it. If you're new here, hope you enjoy the ride. It's gonna be an interesting episode today, that's for sure. If you're new here and everything, like I always say, Discord is right there. Join us, be a friend, do everything. Give me all your attention. Super cool. You know, biggest bunch of awesome people in town. I'm probably the most okayest person there is there. And we talk about do everything in game and do all this stuff fun together. D, where we find you? Tell us all the stuff.
Well, you can find me on X at Cynical Latina, and I am usually always on there trolling and having fun and laughing at people melting down. So you will find me there, and yeah, be cool. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. And
Don't
me,
be
I'm Tay.
weird.
Not me. That's never gonna change. I'm forever weird. That's never gonna change. For me, I'm Tay. AP2 Tay is my handle on pretty much everything and anything. Send me memes, send me weird stuff. I don't care. But yeah, no, we got some stuff going on today. The weird technicality on something that I don't even think that's gonna fall through. Kind of go into our first story. Is a judge orders Trump to reinstate thousands of fired feds. Which doesn't make sense to me. Just the fact, you know, a regular judge doesn't go over an executive branch's actions. I mean, to a certain extent, I'm sure that there's some backhole and loopholes, but let's read into this with CNN Politics. Look at that pudgy motherfucker. CNN reads, a federal judge has ordered half a dozen egg taco federal agencies to immediately reinstate probationary employees fired last month as part of the Trump administration's effort to rapidly shrink the federal workforce, calling the effort a sham. Damn, that's one of those old school North Atlantic words. The preliminary injunction issued from the branch Thursday by the U.S. District Judge William Osler requires the Department of Veteran Affairs, Agriculture, Defense, Energy, Interior, and Treasury to rehire the employees. The judge said that he might extend the order to cover other federal agencies at a later term. Also, an appointee of former President Bill Clinton said he was making the ruling because he believes the Office of Personnel Management unlawfully directed the agencies earlier this year to lay off probationary employees who generally have been on the job for less than a year. I can see that. I can see a point that he's going with this. The court finds that Office of Personnel Management did direct all agencies to terminate probationary employees with the exception of mission-critical employees. He said rejecting arguments from the Justice Department that OPM merely issued guidance to the agencies that then led to the firings. Orders effective immediately. This is an order and accounts. Yeah, so we'll kind of go from there. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I wonder if he can actually rule this on this one. You know, there's that definitely comes from like a ruling. It stemmed from like a lawsuit by labor unions on profits. You know, it's kind of where the judge criticized the Justice Department for not producing OPMs acting ahead. So, I don't know. I wonder if that can happen. You know, for people that are just in this. But the whole thing was it was just to wipe people out. Not wipe them out, like, you know.
Yeah, what I'm wondering is because it was just a regular judge, right? It wasn't like a federal judge.
To be honest with you, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. This is my first time of hearing about this, Judge. Hello, everybody in chat. Also, you know, there's tons of people, so can't expect me to know everyone's name.
Yeah, and I really don't. I really don't think that a regular judge can make that call and like justify that type of I guess I don't know. I just don't think they can make that call. And I understand checks and balances and wanting to make sure that everything that was done was lawful, because I guess the OPM was supposed to be like a suggestion, not a demand to fire everybody. But at the same time, I just don't think it's legally sound for it just a regular judge to be able to do that. So yeah, I that's a very important. I guess we're gonna get a lesson in the judiciary when this plays out. You know, depending on what outcome is reached, if it even ends up going to Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court, they're not going to waste their time with something stupid either. They've got tons of stuff to go through. So I don't know about this one.
Yeah. So I did a quick search, like while you were talking, I was listening to Senior District Judge William Aslett. He did go to, what was it, Harvard? I believe I just saw this. Where did he go to? Yeah, he went to Harvard and graduated from 67 to 71. So, he's definitely been around for a long time. See if I can get any more information on him. Yeah, nothing really not really too much, but like I said, if the power is there, that's the thing. Here goes Rick with his math smarts. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got distracted like a fucking squirrel. Oh, if you go to 7-Eleven tomorrow, team, they have Pie Day. You get a large cheese pizza for $3.14. Terrible pizza, but if you're hungry. All right, let's get back on track.
Yeah. Let's see.
You can definitely. I can definitely say, like, if this is like a like a story. You know, this could be like one of our big stories, but if this ends up becoming something, you know, you're gonna see the left media be like, oh, look at him and all this stuff being reversed. See, a single judge is attempting to unconstitutionally seize the power of hiring and firing from the executive branch. Here we go. President has the authority to exercise the power of the entire executive branch. Singular district court judges cannot abuse the power of the entire judiciary to thwart the president's agenda.
Yep.
This sounds
so
very.
no.
This sounds very, very familiar. Very familiar.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah.
Was it that? I know it was Trump was going through this. I think it was the New York judges. Like one of his lawsuits towards the end of or in the middle of 24 last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was it? And then it had to do with I forgot what it was. There's so many. Shit. But yeah, totally redid everything that he did and sent him back to court.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my Google search too. A singular district judge cannot abuse the power of the entire judiciary to thwart the president's agenda. So yeah, one judge, yeah, that's unconstitutional, and he's gonna probably FAFO, which again, people are gonna be really upset. And the thing is that they're just like, oh, Trump's getting away with it again. They must be doing something. It's not that Trump's getting away with it. It's just that all these lawsuits that they're bringing up against Trump are just, you know, unfounded, and they don't have a leg to stand on. So, I mean, they can keep trying, and, you know, and then keep being butthurt that they're not winning, you know. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and here's the other thing with that too. Nothing's going to happen to him. I mean, maybe they will, but I don't think anything's going to happen to him. And the only reason why is because he has like all this. There's always going to be a huge support to be against anything Trump does. Like shit,
Yeah.
he this whole made a whole new thing for like cancer in young kids, because apparently it's like almost like an epidemic, unbeknownst to me, because you know I don't have any kids yet. But I'm sure if I did, that would be something I would be aware of. And so he's like, yeah, we're going to be working on this immediately. The DJ, everyone on that one side of the room did not clap. You could do the Lord's work.
Yeah.
You know, and the greatest thing.
Yeah, no, most definitely. It's it just kind of blows you away how like the minds of these people work. You know, they just want to thwart his agenda no matter what. And the reality is that there has been a lot of presidents previously that has fired a lot of federal employees, including Obama. Obama even fired a whole bunch of federal employees. Biden fired a whole bunch of federal employees, but they're just trying to make a big deal. Yeah, and they're just trying to say that it's just Trump. Oh my God, he's so evil. It's Trump. No. This is a thing. A president has the right to be able to downsize the government. And so, you know, again, they can FAFO and find out. They can throw a fit and do whatever they want, and they're still not going to get what they want. So at the end of the day, we're still going to win. And no, we can still laugh at them. Laugh at their expense. That's great.
Yeah, no, there's a thing, and the thing about this is they're going to blindly follow no matter what. And, you know, George Carlin, he made this really great quote. I think it's going to go down in history. He's like, think of this, how stupid the average person is, and realize like half of them are stupider than that.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times these people, they just blindly, like they will just follow blindly. They don't know history. They don't know anything. Or even have the interest to do it. They just see it. And that's just, you know, just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes. You know, if he does end up reinstating these people, I don't see how it's going to be of any use or any good. Because these people, you know, they're on probationary. It's less than a year. I don't really see how it's going to be any good at all to have all these new people when everyone else on the floor is out, and then you have all these new people that are still going to have questions and answers. You know, even at the year mark, like, what do I do? Like, I don't know.
Well, you know, a lot of these people that got fired. Oh, sorry. A lot of these people that got fired can't even answer 5 things that they did during the week. You know, but they still feel entitled to keep working for the government because they want this like nice, easy, cushy job, you know. But Americans don't want to pay for that, and we need to cut those jobs, and actually put people in there that, are qualified or more productive or actually get something done. So yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't care. They cry me a river. I don't care you got fired. Like, let's actually get worthy people in the government.
No, even what up, Vash? How you doing, partner? Yeah, no, it's to an extent, these people still are, they have families, they got bills, they got homes, they got car notes. Like to that extent, I do, I do have some sympathy to them. They didn't do anything wrong to me, so I'm not gonna wish ill will or just like complete stone cold hardness on them. But it's like the whole thing is for the greater good, and it needs to be done. And there's always this kind of thing that happens every couple of years. So they got paid almost $200,000 a year. Yeah, fuck them, piece of shit. Hate them. Good for them. But
I mean, with that resume, they could get a job almost anywhere. Like I can't feel sympathy for them. It's terrible. Maybe I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, shit, if they have that, they can at least. It doesn't mean they have to get out of politics. They have to get out of government. They could go to local.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not going to be the same thing, but you're still going to be supported by the government and the state. Keep your stuff. Keep somewhat of the same benefits.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll have to be better at sending emails about what you did this week.
Or managing their money, saving, living within learning to live within their means now that they don't have a super nice cushy salary. I don't know. I just, you figure it out. You pull yourself by your bootstraps. You're figured out. They have a great resume working for the government. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about those people in the Carolinas, everybody that was affected by the hurricanes that are still struggling because, they didn't get any aid from the last president. And, I don't know how they're doing now. We haven't heard anything from these people, but like really and truly, they concern me. Not these people that, you lost your job. Just like they told all the oil workers and all that stuff, learn a code. Like, okay, we laid all these people off, learn a code, go do this, go do that. They didn't care either. So I don't care about them. And yeah.
Yeah, no, like Mr. Off My Lawn over here is like funny.
Oh yeah.
There's no federal money for those folks until Trump took over. I think he actually he did. I think it was actually one of his first day things was to send money to them and to Cali. So we definitely should do a follow-up story on that one because we haven't done it in a couple of weeks because it's like nothing's happening. It's almost like like what's there to report if there's nothing. But
maybe Trump rescued them all, and our liberal networks, news networks, don't want to say anything because they don't want to give him the credit. Yeah. Who knows?
No, that's fair. Yeah, so let's go into the next one.
Yep.
Slowing down? Nah, it's not slowing down. Tweet. White House. Let me get my old man glasses on. My anime villain glasses. White House polls. Does that look at Brian? He's our producer. He's like, what am I doing? X-ray vision. White House polls nomination of David Weldon as CDC director. Oh, let's see. I haven't heard of this today yet. White House polling nomination of David Weldon for Center of Disease Control and Prevention, just CDC. Confirmed Weldon is expected to have his confirmation hearing on Thursday today. The Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Help. What a lame acronym. Make it something cool. Committee announced that it had canceled its hearing in a statement on Thursday morning. However, it confirmed that the lawmakers would still vote on the nominations of Dr. J. Bhattacharya for National Institutes of Health. Director, and Dr. Marty McFly Macri for Commissioner of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. I wonder what the Office of Big Old Titties. That's what I want. Or Office of...
It says Tiggle
Booty
Bitties,
Latinas.
okay?
Big Old Bitties. Oh, I'm remembering Big Old Bitties. Let's make the Office of Big Booty Latinas. That's what I'm talking.
Oh,
Came clear that came clear that the votes weren't there. Chad agrees with me. It became clear that the votes weren't there in the Senate for him to get confirmed. That's fair enough. This would have been a futile effort. A source familiar with the nomination told Fox News Digital. However, there is no official reason for pulling the nomination at this time. I think it was more just a safety play. It's kind of what he's saying. If he's not going to have the votes, why put him in? Then why have to go through all of that? And then you could even have someone who will even say, if they did do that, knowing so, it's like, oh, this is going against the money and the efficiency. To an extent, but also it's save face. Let's see. He's a former Florida congressman, a medical doctor, I'm pretty sure he would have faced some tough questions on top of that.
Yeah.
Like everyone who's been who's had any of these things, like any of these hearings and confirmations, they've been grilled. Like I could not do it. Like,
well, he also aligned with our.
I have problems just talking in general, let alone being like as concise as those people can be.
Yeah, and the thing is that he also aligned with RFK Jr. with, the issue with the vaccines and maybe their efficacy and their safety. And so, yeah, he was going to get destroyed. And if he didn't have the votes for it, like you said, why put him through all that? I don't know. I feel like that's rough, right? Like you got to sit there and remain composed when these people are attacking you in every which way. And some of those digs that they do are very like personal digs. They're not just like professional digs,
That's how they get off. It's because that's literally how they get off. Like these old men sitting here at this round table question them. They're so low testosterone. They hang out with so many old ladies. They've literally become old ladies with dinglings, like on their little quips and just backhanded petty insults. It's like,
well, I think they're trying to get a rise out of them too. I think they're trying to get mad and get them to react so that then they could say, oh, look, they can't even keep their cool. How are they going to keep their cool on the job if they can't even take a questioning? Like they try to make it seem like it's like no big deal, right? That they're getting grilled by everybody. And like basically everybody's sitting there talking shit to them and they just have to act like nothing's happening. So I don't know.
Well, obviously that's not the thing. We don't know what it was. This is all speculation. We're just kind of going on like,
oh yeah,
what would happen if he went through? And then apparently he was previously co-sponsored legislation in 2007 to address perceived vaccine safety issues. This is 2007. That's the year I graduated high school. And it actually aligned with views of RFK on this one. So until we figure out what's going on, there's something, but I think it was more of a play just to save face. So, but things that should have saved face, what is this? You got to make that big, man.
That is so tiny.
Yeah.
That's what she said, right?
Oh. I can't hear. Why did Republican senators block President Trump from Robert Kennedy's CDC director? Tell these senators what you think. They're tagged in and we'll see your responses. I don't know. I mean, if it's all of them, here's the thing. There's definitely going to be a few. Obviously, from what we've seen so far, it's not saying, oh, there's a few here, a few there. If there's more than enough, then they have to know something, on the back end. So it's either something that they know that we don't know, and they want to protect, themselves. I'm not gonna say like Jeffrey and stuff like that, but if that's that association, they know something could pop up. Maybe that could be something. Could be a reason.
Yeah.
So. Maybe he has like something happened when he was a doctor.
I mean, there's probably something there, you know, there's probably something that might or could be misconstrued, taken in the wrong way, that, you know, they just don't even want to mess with it, you know, something that might not be that bad, but they can twist it and make it look awful. So yeah, best not even mess with that one. Just kind of,
We'll see how it plays out. You know, it could
yeah.
just be something that it is what it is.
Mhm.
You know, I just think it's weird that you know, you could see something, and one thing I don't agree with is I don't know why I'm so itchy. I think it was like I was in the sun the other day, so it's like the skin. Sorry, like what is he doing? You know, like my whole body is like itchy. It's wild. Got burned. It's when people will just also, I was just mentioning moments ago, I was like, oh, you know, people just blindly follow. You know, it's the same thing goes for the right side. You know, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to mingle the two, like, you know, as far as like morality and virtuism and this and that. No, it's, you know, one's a bunch of fucking weirdos with mental issues, and then there's normal people. But there are diehards for everything. So, you know, I can guarantee a lot of people have never heard this guy, and then you see all these people like go hoeing, like, you know, becoming keyboard warriors for this.
Yeah.
Like, why? You never heard of the guy.
Like blindly defending him when they don't even know who he is.
Yeah, you don't have to defend everything, like all the time.
Yeah.
That's when it starts to get weird. But you guys should back me up and defend me at all times, because pineapple does go in pizza with chicken, ham, and bacon.
You know what? I agree with you.
If you disagree, then
I love pineapple on pizza.
the people that say
I don't
no,
care what
I think
anybody
the
says.
I think the people who do say no are the people who do blindly follow, like what people say. Like, why? It's delicious.
I don't know. I
Fucking
like my pizza with pepperoni, black olives, and pineapple.
I get two.
And I don't care what anybody says.
I'll get actually cheese pizza with that, or I'll get a full pizza with banana peppers, or I'll go in and I'll see if they have a Bianca pizza that's been sitting there for a while, and then they'll put tomato sauce on it, and then more cheese, and then recook it. Oh, I used to work at a freaking at a brick oven pizza place. I was a manager there for a couple of years, so all I did was make pizzas. Mind you, this is like back in like 2008. Anyways, we're getting off topic. Sorry, food. I'm forever hungry. All right. So next topic. Jesus Christ, everyone's like, the fuck is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when I don't have caffeine. I go everywhere. Former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he won't run for Senate or governor in Michigan. Why not?
Oh,
Why
I wonder why.
Let's see what NBITS News has to say.
In bits.
Former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg announced Thursday that he would not run for the U.S. Senate or for governor in Michigan next year. I care deeply about who Michigan will elect as governor and send to the U.S. Senate next year, and I've decided against competing in either race. Posted on X Thursday morning. While my own plans don't include running for office in 2026, I remain intensely focused on consolidating, communicating, and supporting a vision for this alternative, he wrote in a subsequent post. Let's see. In a post on Substack, Buttigieg wrote more about his decision-making, saying that he had seriously considered running for Michigan's open Senate and governorship, but adding, "My party has a deep and talented bench here in Michigan, and I'm certain that we will nominate and send a candidate for each office." He wrote, "I simultaneously think." Oop, go a little bit up. There we go. Like a fucking cat. I'd be away from Washington, and also more weighted than ever to contribute to the future of this country. Possible run for president in 2028, a source familiar with this thinking told NBC. I don't think so. I mean, I think maybe Like, I don't know. I think what they're trying to do is do like a slow like reintroductory to a reinvention of themselves. You know, because you know the whole country, the whole world just knows just how old and spineless and just out of touch, you know, that the left has become, like the Democrats, and they really are. They're out of touch with their constituents. So if they're going to start putting more people, younger people, kind of like this current cabinet has been doing, you know, there's some older people as well, but you know, people that are more in line, I think that would be a smart move on their end. And I don't think anyone's going to vote for him. They clearly had no affection for him when he was in the administration, but
Yeah, I think that he just, you know, wants the abuse. Maybe there's no way that anybody's going to vote for him, and they're just going to rip him a whole new, you know,
that's
Buttigieg.
exactly what he wants. He does
Then
want
that's what he might actually really enjoy, just that, all that, you know, yeah, abuse and the pounding he's going to take. Because, I mean, I don't think he's ever going to live up that he's trying to breastfeed what is it? They had surrogate kids or something like that. I don't know. Like,
Oh, him and his husband?
yeah, him and his husband. And yeah, I just don't think anybody would vote for him. Maybe there's going to be a handful of, you know, the LGBTQ plus IA whatever people, but sane, rational people that especially got to see his inaction on everything that had to do with his job, nobody would ever elect him because he is incapable of doing a job. His track record is just awful. He
was
spent
absent
more
during
times on
House.
vacation. Yes, he was never present. Anytime there was a national disaster, here he goes showing up when it's like almost over. Like, why have someone like that? And that said, like, this is how I believe, right? It was going to set a precedent. If Kamala would have won, we would have gotten, just from that point forward, just the laziest administration, and they were going to set the new standard as just doing the bare minimum until the country collapsed or we got somebody else that would be like a Trump. So
I don't think it could have gotten worse than what the last one was, to be honest with you. Like,
well, I mean, like, no, no, I think it could have gotten worse because Kamala, at least Biden would like show up here and there, even though he didn't know where he was and he didn't know, you know, who was around him and stuff. He was not spatially aware, but Kamala would,
at all.
yeah, Kamala just wouldn't show up. No kind of accountability, no press conferences, rarely ever did anything. And then when she did come out and speak, it was just word salad. So like we were going to have, and you look at some of the other people that are in the Democratic Party, like Buttigieg, like also never showed up, never spoke, never any accountability, never any transparency. And that was going to set a precedent. They were going to allow that for anybody that came into the Democratic Party had Kamala won. So, yeah, we're really, really fortunate that that's not what it is. I don't think anybody would ever elect this dipshit, because again, he has a horrible.
She grew up in a middle class home. You know,
You don't say.
All right, let's see what Booty Juice got to say.
Oh,
I mean, I don't hate the guy.
The underpass was constructed such that a bus carrying mostly Black and Puerto Rican kids to a beach in New York was designed too low for it to pass by. But that obviously reflects racism that went into those design choices. I don't think we have anything to lose by confronting that.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
And I think we have everything to gain.
I totally forgot about the racist bridges.
Yeah, no. I mean, he is the transportation secretary.
Yeah, like I lived in Jamaica, Queens, and Richmond Hill, and obviously, you know, there's gonna be bridges everywhere. You know, anywhere going through the boroughs, there's tons of bridges. And like,
were they racist?
The community's been there for hundreds of years, literally. And yeah, no, they're racist, man. You should see them.
Was
like
there a
whenever
bridge for like just Mexicans?
yeah, no, there's the bridges will have flags, and the arms will only go up whenever a German car will go by.
Oh
True.
my god.
Yeah,
Well,
I've seen it. But yeah, and then and then if you're Jewish, no tolls. If you're not Jewish, super tolls. It's true. Then whenever there's like a construction truck, it plays mariachi. Most racist. Bridges.
yeah, because mariachi music is just for us Mexicans.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't get to
It is.
appropriate our culture.
We already perfected it. Taco Bell.
Yeah, you can keep Taco Bell, okay? And the taco shits. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I remember. I don't like him now. If he does run, if he does, if he does run, I mean, good for him. He's young. I know he did run again. I don't think he will. He has to do a whole brand new rebranding. But the fact of the matter is, whoever he runs against, there's have to be someone part of this cabinet, whether it be JD or maybe Vivek. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But they're going to put that in his face. They're going to smear it in his face. So if he tried to run against anybody who's part of this administration now, it's not going to work for him because people will see that, and then they're just going to see whatever he says was just pandering, and he did nothing. So
yeah,
I'm sure there's a handful of things he did do that worthwhile. Not that I can hand, but not that exist. But things that are going to be effective and hopefully will be good in the future is going to be our next one. The Ukrainian war update. Let's get into this.
I like this one.
Wants to direct White House talks before Ukraine ceasefire, but he says it's open to deal in principle. So yeah, I was watching this. It's not going to be fair for on the Russian standards, for what's going to happen on this. Not saying there should be a fair or anything, but it definitely seems like there's going to be a one-sided to this treaty, possibly. But who's to say? But let's see what Sinibs says. Yeah, if we can expand that. What is this? A newspaper for ants? It needs at least 4.5 times bigger. Is that again? All right. There we go. Now we can all read it. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Thursday said Russia agrees in principle with the U.S.-led ceasefire plan backed by Ukraine earlier this week, but stopped short of signing up to any deal, arguing that need further negotiation and must lead to enduring peace. I do think that is fair. The idea of ceasefire itself is correct, and we're certainly supporting it, but there are issues that need to be discussed. I think we need to talk about our American colleagues and partners. Maybe call President Trump and discuss it together. But we support the very idea of ending this conflict through peaceful means, he said, according to NBC Translation. Putin also said a deal must proceed from the fact that this, how do you say that word? Cessation? Sure. Never read it before.
Cessation.
But also should be such that it would lead to long-term peace and eliminate the root cause of this crisis. We're in favor of it, but there are nuances. When he asked about the 30-day ceasefire brokered by the White House. Kiev backed the plan on Tuesday, contingent on Moscow's agreement. Putin was speaking at the news conference in Moscow after talks with Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Because Russia has always been, they weren't really we were going to go to war with them before World War II anyway. And then Germany was like the enemy of our enemy. So that, and then, the Cold War. Then we went to war because, the power vacuum. But even ever since then, they've always wanted to be a part of NATO. Like, they've requested multiple times. Like, hey, could be a part of it? And they're like, no, you can't. Like, why? So maybe that might be one thing that he's trying to do, you know, because if he's talking long term, you know, I think that would be a great idea. No,
Yeah. I feel that
if you broker a peace, like, you know, that would definitely help the global climate through everything, you know, especially through trade, which would definitely, you know, affect, you know, just how much everything costs in general.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, clearly Putin is going to want to discuss this because if Ukraine actually finally agreed to something and they've already backed out a couple of times, I think there needs to be some assurances put in place to make sure that the plan does stick on both sides. You know, they both need to agree. We can agree all we want to. It's not going to make a difference. You know, the countries that are involved need to actually seal the deal. So, yeah, I definitely think that you know, Russia or Putin or whatever, he should discuss this with Trump, and all of them need to come to a mutual agreement.
Yeah, and it always comes down to this. Like we always, the U.S. always ends up trying to broker. They will be asked to, or just force yourselves in because, you know, we got to liberate, like, and freedomize oil that different countries have, or gold. You know, it's our civic duty to the world for democracy.
Yeah.
But, you know, if this could bring in, like, the long term, like I said, the guy's no idiot. The guy is very, very smart. You know, part of it for a long term can be something with that, sure. You know, not just stopping war here, because if, you know, they're gonna go possible with Poland, which wouldn't make sense because they have an insane army. But, you know, other countries and stuff that, you know, they partner with. But if that could be brokered, then it could bring other things into the door. You know, at least that's just kind of like, you know, shooting off the top of my head.
Yeah, and I feel that, you know, if each country can bring something to the table, like let's say Ukraine and Russia can bring something to the table where they can make a deal where it builds trust by maybe, you know, give and take. You know, if they both lose something and are willing to put down, you know, a loss, caught at a loss and broker a deal, that's better than, you know, either of them trying to take the high point and the advantage. I don't know anything about negotiating, but that's what makes sense to me. Like when you're trying to get your kids to stop fighting, you take something away from both of them and tell them to fuck off and calm down. So I don't know, you know, from a parental standpoint, that's if you're going to fight, then none of you are going to have it. So I don't know, you know, I'm sure it's more complicated with foreign policy, but, you know, if they're going to broker a deal, they need to agree and they both need to lose something in order for there to be trust that they're both losing, instead of it being an unfair deal, I guess. But what do I know?
Something. But I mean, I don't think you're too far off. You know, the fact of the matter is, he wants the war to stop. You know, he's losing lots of men. He's losing lots of money. Zelensky, he wants the same thing, but Zelensky, it's all a facade on his end, at least from what it seems like. You know, I don't think a lot of people like him. If the people that do probably just don't know enough. But
they're forced to like him.
Yeah. Let's talk about some fun stuff. Motorcycles and boobies.
Apparently, so all of this was like wide open. I haven't seen the photos, but my forehead was from here to here was just split, and you could see like inside my head. My eyeball's getting there. It's held up by titanium plates. Cool.
Wow.
Oh wow, she's gorgeous. So for those in the story, was a neuroscientist turned OnlyFans model suffered a near-fatal motorcycle crash caused by a bird. Yeah, that happened to my dad, minus the scientist and OnlyFans thing, but it does happen. No, it's Mercedes Valentine's obsession with biking began with fond memories of riding around with her dad. Wow. Oh, shit. As a little girl before buying one on her own. But her dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Well, not for a joyride. It's always going to joyride when I see ride. 25-year-old stunner hit a pigeon head on, suffering a near-fatal crash. Valentine broke her nose, skull, shoulder, and 4 ribs. She suffered a smashed eye socket and shattered pelvis. That is fucking, oh. You could die from a shattered pelvis. Like, it is, from internal bleeding, it's extremely. Holy moly. I'm going to add her to my favorites later. On top of the physical despair, this girl's gorgeous.
He's going to go look at her OnlyFans.
No. Google Images. I do not spend money. On the top of physical despair, Valentine also suffered from memory loss, not being able to remember anything from a month before thereafter. Damn, that sucks. Can you imagine being a lucky bloke to be like talking to her and then doesn't remember you? Now she wakes up every day feeling like someone different. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's messed up.
Yeah. That's wild. And the thing too is like, what is it, Rule 56 or Rule 74 of the internet? If it exists, it's going to be an adult thing on it. I know for a fact there's dudes who like scars and bruising like that. Weird as hell, but
yeah,
she's going to make banking money, especially like that fit, like wild. She continued, it's been really confusing and emotionally challenging to come to terms with. I've had to start living and adapting to do so as a different person. Before the incident occurred, in the summer of 2024, Valentine was on top of her career, having just bought a house for $900,000, a blue Porsche Taycan Turbo for over $100,000. Man, fuck this bitch. I want a Porsche. Damn, that is. It's her parents' 60th birthday in retirement. Let's see. When she swerved, the bike crashed into a parked car on the side of the road, flying 260 feet, landed 6 houses down. Damn. That is wild. Have you ever had any kind of serious trauma before?
No, I mean, I was in a car accident. It was a 3-car collision, and it was, I want to say, over 15 years ago now. And I mean, I didn't even know it happened so fast that I really didn't even know what happened. But apparently I ran a red light. So it was like the bend in the road, and there was big trees, and they were covering the street light. Like they kind of hung out, they branched out, and with the curve in the road. So I don't know. I didn't even look up at the street light. I just followed the 2 cars that were in front of me because we were all pretty close together. And I got into the intersection, and I heard a bunch of honking, and then just boom. And yeah, my car got kind of T-boned. It was almost in the front of the hood, but not quite like to where it was T-boned. It was, I don't know, it was a weird angle. And then another car hit the one that hit me. And yeah, that was like, I don't know, that left me traumatized for a real long time, but that's the only major accident I've ever been in with me as a driver. So I've been really careful as a driver because of that. Except for curbs. Like those are like magnets to my car, but that's another story. I think
those
that's a typical woman thing.
No, it is. The curbs they're misogynistic. They just attack you.
Yeah, they're attacking me. And the streets move at night, so it's hard for me to tell direction when I'm driving around at nighttime. So there's that too. So yeah, they're racist and misogynistic.
Now they're racist?
Threatening. Yes, because I'm Mexican.
Oh, so
they're racist against Mexicans. Yeah, they taught me with the mariachi music. But yeah, I mean, I can understand that you could be very, very traumatized after any kind of accident. I didn't drive for like 3 months, maybe a little bit more after that accident. And the first time I drove my car afterwards, I mean, I was pretty scared. Yeah, and I could definitely understand her being confused and scared. You know, she got a pretty good hit to the face. But damn.
Awful.
Yeah, so
look how awful that photo is.
Oh,
Hold
she
on,
is
don't change it yet. Let's keep
terrible looking.
staring at just how gross that photo is. Just so much red.
But
look, there was a photo of her in a pool of like all her like damaged pieces from the accident. It's rough. You know, I've never gotten in a motorcycle crash.
Oh, yeah.
Children, divert your eyes from the gore. No, I used to do a lot of road biking. Because when I used to build race cars, I wouldn't have my car, you know, the motor be out. So I had a road bike. I go up and down, and so there's this huge overpass. I went over the interstate, and so, you know, I think I clocked it. I was doing like 35 miles an hour, like going down it. You know those like construction signs that like fold like this? Those are heavy as shit. Like those are seriously heavy. Those are like 70 pounds, 60 pounds. But when they close, you know, they swing. So when you're doing it, it's push. It doesn't move. I hit it like 35 miles an hour. It didn't move. I moved.
Wow.
Yeah, and I slammed into probably flew like 20 feet, and then my shoulder like slammed like right into a curb on the side. And that sucked. And so
the curbs hate you too.
No, it's the signs. The signs.
The signs do.
Yeah.
Oh my!
That '90s song. Whatever. But no, I have a somewhat of idea. Obviously not to go fly 260 feet. You had to be flying to go that fast.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And I don't know, like what you were saying that the song had to be playing. So that day that I had that car accident, I was listening to George Michael's the song Father Figure. And every time that song comes on, even though it's been, I think I got in that accident sometime in 2013, I still skip that song. So yeah, I can't listen to that song. I mean, it's also really pervy, but like if you really listen to the words, that mofo needed to be in jail. But
I don't even think I know the song. I mean, I probably do.
Yeah, but I think he's singing about being with like an underage kid and how he shouldn't go to jail for it. Yeah, it's really weird. But anyways, it's a very dirty song. But yeah, I definitely feel that she has enough money to, you know, start her life over again and get herself back on track. You know, she could buy herself another car or another motorcycle. She has a Porsche. Like maybe she's not going to want to ride anymore because she's going to be scared to.
I don't blame her. It's, you know, what is it? It's not if you lay it down. It's when you lay it down.
Yeah. And, but she has enough money to rebuild her life. She's still a beautiful girl, you know, even with the scars, it didn't mess
once
her
it
up
heals,
that
she'll have like, I think of battle damage. Because, what is it? I'm going to go into what I mentioned before, but like guys like will be more attracted to a chick with like perfect teeth and one snaggle tooth than a chick with completely straight teeth. Stuff like that, because it makes them unique. I don't know. I was watching this whole like psychological, whatever the proper word is first.
Yeah.
On it. So she's definitely gonna make bank, especially with, you know, these articles promoting it. But I do think that we should send like, you know, $4.99 every month to her GoFundMe.
You can do that. Yeah, good. Go you.
Nah. But yeah, let's close it out today. Let's go to the. That's my drum roll.
Oh damn! Check that out.
This. I'm trying to figure out the car.
Wow. That reminds me of, what was it? Was it Zootopia? No, but that wasn't it. That was a fox. That wasn't a wolf.
Are you talking about that new movie where it's like a wolf, a snake, and all this, and they're all?
No, it was a previous one. It was a previous one, but it was a wolf. Shakira sang the song for it. It was called Zootopia.
Bad Guys, that's it. I love Bad Guys. Thank you. Roma saved the day. He would know that. He also has.
What was it? Oh, Bad Guys. Oh, yeah. I remember the trailer for that one. I haven't seen it, though.
Oh, watch it. It's fantastic.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. No, it's really great. So for y'all know what time it is. Caption this. Find random stuff on the internet. Make some good puns. And whoever wins, you get some special prizes. I jump on and use my hand to do it.
Yeah, I gotta do mine too. Let's see. I mean, it's okay. Well, I see Rick already got something. Wolf of Trump, Wall Street. That's what I was thinking. Like Wolf of Wall Street, kind of.
That's a great one, but my shit ain't working.
Yeah.
Mine's perfect.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
What you got?
I'll show you.
Oh, damn. Look at Brian with what a long snout you have, Mr. Musk. That's pretty good. I like that, Brian. It's not that lame. I think it's hilarious. It's almost like what if the big bad wolf ran off with all of like Little Red Riding Hood's money and like all her grandma's money and just everybody's money?
All right, hopefully that one went through.
No, I don't see it. Hold on. What the hell?
Did that pop up?
What's going on here?
Brian, can you see?
No, I don't think you did.
Oh.
I
put it in live stream. Well, it says Mr. Wolf after winning huge in Vegas. On my way to fuck your bitch. You get it? Because he's a dog?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see. Oh, I just saw rumors.
Why isn't it popping up? It's so funny.
Oh, Roma's is the big bad wolf after buying the insurance company that the three little pigs used to insure their house. Boom. Ouch.
All right, let's see.
That was sneaky, big bad wolf.
That's slick.
Yeah, that was pretty. I'm
Damn.
wolf man.
Mine was funny. It hasn't been letting me
Post?
yeah,
That's
comment.
weird.
Oh well. On my way to fuck your bitch.
All right, mine's lame, but I mean that's basically every Democrat ever, right? Like,
No, they don't drive sports cars or dress nice or intimidating.
no, they're not intimidating, but they're like wolves. They're just
out
to fuck shit up, and steal your money. Yeah, they don't give a damn about you. They'll sit there and like that's after the wolf took his disguise as a sheep off, Like at the end of the night, he takes off his like sheep uniform and like drives around town spending all your money. Yeah, it's like a hide your kids, hide your wife kind of deal. That's true. It's always a good day when you make your producer laugh in the background.
These are the facts.
Yeah, I have to say that's probably the best one.
Mine would win if it was there.
Oh, poor Tay-Tay.
That's all right. No, I don't get it. Is it anything?
I don't know either. It's weird sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't show. I don't know what it is, like the connection between if it's just an X thing or if it's a it must be an X thing because I don't see your comment either on my X feed.
Let's try YouTube.
There you go. It went on YouTube.
I do like the Three Little Piggies though.
Mm-hmm. Like you finally got it up. There you go. Yay, you.
Trump dance. So, who do you think is gonna win? Big Boss?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Roma. I mean, that was really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this one.
Yup.
Oh yeah. Number 2.
But yeah, I mean, we could vote. Look, we got Brian, get off my lawn, saying 1 for AK, 2 for Tay. So let's give it a go. Let's see
I promise for all of my constituents who vote for me for number 2, I will keep and forever will be making bad jokes and horrible humor and terrible taste for you and especially you. Amen. America.
Am I supposed to feel attacked?
No. Not unless you're driving next to a curb.
Oh, yeah, the curb will always attack me. Yeah, look at we got a team Tay tonight, so
yeah, you're right. Well, maybe Rick.
You
maybe you should
all right? Maybe you, pull up.
How about you participate?
Cool.
Make medicine. Why don't you put a little something in your front in there? Just for us. Just a little tippity tap on your screen. Little tip taparoo on the little jolly keyboard over there. Give us what I want.
You gotta do it in the Herbert the Pervert voice.
Oh, I can't. My voice is still recovering from the.
You kind of like get in position, like.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. My voice, my vocal box is still fucked up from when I was sick. Yeah, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a strain.
I don't know. Before my son went through puberty, he could do the Bobby Hill voice. It was perfect. Like, it was perfect. But after he went through puberty, yeah, I didn't work anymore. Mm-hmm.
I never went through puberty.
Yeah, but he used to be able to say it so good, and it cracked me up. Like, I'm like, how do you know who Bobby Hill is?
That is surprising. Wait, how old is he?
Oh, he's 17 now.
Yeah, that's wild that he would know.
I think it was like TikTok, like combination of that, maybe like Reels or something.
I don't know you.
Yeah. And that's what he would say. It was so good.
Come on, Rick. Don't let me down. I'm gonna get soft. Come on, Rick. Oh well.
Yeah, because I mean,
where's Vash? Where's Biddy?
Basically, I voted for Roma and Brian voted for you, so we're still at a tie. So we would need at least one more person to vote. I mean, come on, y'all gotta participate. We've got.
Please do it for us.
Yeah, we've got about 200 viewers. So, I mean, at any time, any one of y'all 200 people could jump in and just say something in the chat and help us out.
I'll give it to Roma.
Yeah?
Aww. Yeah. I'm okay with that. My friend.
All right. Well.
I want to see my friends win.
No, because Tay already seceded. No, that's not the right word, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So that's it. Roma's the winner.
Yep. And so
All right. Oh yeah, see.
Yep.
Rick voted one, so either ways, Roma wins.
All that time Rick had, and he pressed 1. So what we'll do is we'll take points, and we'll have mail Roma a hat of his merch. He go to his P.O. box.
Merch.
His merch is America. All right, team. I definitely had some switches and stuff today. I know we were talking about the peace treaty. I know you were out the other day because you were on Tuesday because of school and all that stuff. But you did do good.
Yeah.
You're telling us, check out our merch. Buy our things.
Yes, I bought 2 hats and a shirt, and I'm supposed to get them on Friday, so I'm super stoked. So maybe by the next show, I'll be representing the Roman Nation merch. And all y'all are gonna be jealous. I'm letting you know right now. You gotta get your own merch.
Press 1 in chat if you're gonna be jealous. Oh shit, Rick's gonna be jealous.
Don't be jelly, Rick. You can get your own stuff.
Alrighty. Well, I like this one. There's no babies in this one. Or bears. You didn't. Tuesdays it was a weird one. It was like a bear and a kangaroo holding hands.
Oh God.
No, but let's see. We'll figure out what I could give a damn. Give us all your dams. We'll see if Booty Juice is going to go figure out what's with the nominee for the CDC. Honestly, I'm we really should start donating the $4.99 to that girls' recovery fund. And then we'll see how this goes with the judge's orders. But you got anything to say before we pick up next Tuesday?
Oh man, well, yeah, the Trump train isn't slowing down. We're still very happy with our decision, and there's going to be a few bumps in the road, and that was expected. So, we definitely knew as well that there was going to be a lot of pushback from the Democrats, but they are in the minority and can't really do much about it except complain, and they're going to use every single dirty tactic in the media, and to try to sway public opinion. But public opinion only matters really towards closer to when you get an election. In between there, like it doesn't matter how angry we get. There's not much we can do to sway policy. All that changes once an election comes up, and we can kick out some of these governors and politicians and whatnot. So just keep in mind that they're going to pull a lot of dirty tricks. They're going to try everything they can. But it's just throwing more noise in the mix. So just hold fast. We're going to trust the process and just keep strong in our belief that this is all going to, it's going to be better for us in the long run. So I'm Cynical Latina, and thank you very much for tuning in. Tay-Tay?
Yeah, no, I think what you said is right. Nothing really matters right now. It's all political theater. People forget it by next week. Come chat with us, play with us on video games. You got any questions, want to learn what we do, how we do it on the back end, we're the place. QR code is somewhere on the screen. I think it's right there. At least it is on mine. But you can find me on X at APTT, as well as my other affiliates. We will catch you guys the next Tuesday. Stay safe out there this weekend, especially, please. If you're too drunk to walk, don't drive home.
No,
Too drunk
never.
to not walk. I was like, wait, I was drunk enough fucking that one up. But we'll see you guys later. Stay safe this weekend.
So I got to thinking, there's MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. MAGA, Make America Great Again. But what we really need to do is make America follow the Constitution again. Motherfucker. That sounded better in my head.